go. Maybe the Eldritch Scion is the nemesis if you kill enough Eldritch. Because the Eldritch are a faction. Okay, it was in an urn, not a chest. To his report. When the summons arrived to discuss what had transpired in the gardens of Tef, I could not believe my own eyes. That was once a place of festivities and worship. I still remember the first time my father took me to see the brightly colored lanterns at a night festival, a tribute to a Tef who would never again see the light of Ran. But this darkness, this is twisted beyond comprehension. Grand Magus perverted the worship of Tef into something unrecognizable. For that, the Vizier handed down the most serious of judgment, exorcism by fire. At his command, I set out with an entourage of priests and temple wardens from the great Corvin city, purged this heresy and all those who dared to defy the Corvin fate. We stand before the gates of the gardens of Tef and immediately sense a wrongness surrounding us. Immediately sense of wrongness surrounds us. There is a foulness in the air that cannot be described by mortal senses. Many had already fled this befoul place. Those less fortunate had already succumbed to the madness required to the release of death. Orders were clear. No trace of the corruption of night is to escape the valley. With a heavy heart we do what is necessary for the good of Corvin people. The closer we get to the court in the night, the stranger the sights become. The men are uneasy, but the horses are inconsolable. The remainder of the journey will be on foot. So, say if the people that had already fled, were they hunted down, or were they allowed to leave? Were the people who had already succumbed to madness killed? Were they the only ones killed? And then we already saw this. I'll read it again. What we found inside the gardens defies comprehension. Words fail me at the sight of this depravity. The earth itself has been eaten away by nothingness. The wind-blown sands fall off the shattered edges and vanish into the abyss beyond. Some of men have balked at the sight, their morning rations mixing into the already unbearable tapestry painted before us by Morganeth's heresy. Local wildlife has succumbed as well. Creatures of the night that would be a natural sight in any other part of the basin are distorted and wrong here. They claw at their own flesh in some vain attempt to escape the madness of their new reality. No doubts we will soon be reduced to some more riding mess should we remain here for too long. The 7 acolytes to Morgan's folly were a prime example of this insanity. As we approached, we could hear them babbling in strange tongues. They stood together around a pile of human bones as if chanting a ritual. A dark aura emanated from them that was reminiscent of the void tearing this place apart. We took no chances. If the Magi were performing a spell, then it was best they did not finish it in our presence. We greatly outnumbered them, even having several of the temple stewards among our number. And despite having the element of surprise, the raw power on display by these traitors was astounding to behold. Scores of my men vanished in an instant. Others were torn apart by hungering tentacles. But by the light of the eldritch sun, we were triumphant. What bit of darkness these fools tapped into had been expunged by fire and their forsaken souls trapped by the priests. They'll know no rest. Death will offer them no release from the nightmare they had created. While this small victory brings what remains of us some solace, we all know that the greater threat still waits deeper inside the realm of night. The Grand Magus Morganet still stands. The malevolence is palpable this deep into the abyss. You can feel it in the air like a whisper that gnaws at you, a subtle blade to the nerves. Seen it in the eyes of the men, a harrowed look, pale and wide-eyed. Last night, the whole camp was awoken by ghastly shrieking. One of my captains was carving his own arm like a meat shank, screaming about the bugs under his skin. Several others had wandered off without word to their superiors. We never saw them again. Further tragedy struck as we neared Morganet's foul altar. One of the temple stewards, a mighty construct, blessed by the eldritch sun, suddenly collapsed as unearthly tendrils wrapped themselves around his legs. Several men approached to investigate, only found themselves at the mercy of her very ally. The steward rose again, but its eyes no longer shone with the brilliance of the temple fire. Instead, they were the black of the abyss, claimed by the foulness threatening to consume us all. Those nearest to the stewards were first to fall, cleaved in two by its mighty halberd. Several more turned to ash when the construct exhaled to the void itself. Ironically, it would be the very blessings of the eldritch sun that proved the steward's undoing. With a fire rune emblazoned in the air, I forced the guardian to the edge of nothingness, and several of our magi blasted it with spells and sent it plummeting into the same void that now controlled it. Such corruption could claim even our mightiest guardians. Then by the light of Ran, we must hurry. It is as I told you, my brothers and sisters, in darkness. The betrayers inevitably learned of our actions, and they come. Oh, they come. They bring their runes and their constructs of mortal war, but soon they will learn that one cannot defy the ultimate truth. The abyss calls to us all. We may fight it, resist it, but in the end we'll be consumed by it. The gods learned this truth long ago, and even they must ultimately submit. Their stars will not defy their fate forever. The conduit of eternal night is complete. Its on-light will bask the stars in shadow. The conduit of eternal night is complete. Its on-light will bask the stars in shadow and usher in the unmaking. It matters not what happens to us this day. The betrayers of the temple are too late. The barrier is no more. The great devourer has tasted of our bounty and will be held back no longer. They may rip and tear at our flesh. They may even triumph over our mortal forms. But they have not peered into the abyss as we have. They know nothing of what awaits and what is yet to come. Go forward into eternity, my magi. There is eternal night. There was meant to be other notes you could find in there. Don't seem to have succeeded in getting them. Oh well, I do not have another skeleton key, so just pull back.
Back so soon?
Do you have something for me? Here, the iris. Splendid work, my friend. You and I are settled. In fact, I'll throw in one last prize for a job well done. No favors necessary. Empowered blood-batted links, forever dripping with fresh blood. Bloodbath, 10% chance on attack, lacerate nearby foes and shard the area with their blood. What do you plan to do with it? What does one do with an eye? Might see things he shouldn't. What does one do with an eye? Might see things you shouldn't. Let's just say I'm going to put it away for safekeeping so no one else gets any dangerous ideas. Don't trust you. Well, yes, well, trust was ever part of the bargain. Fine.
Welcome back, my friend.
Impressive work back there, friend. You'll be keeping an eye on you. I'd enjoy getting hunted by your associates. Oh, how perverse. Gotta say, watching them throw their lives away to bring you down will bring me some momentary amusement. It's a deal. Bring them on. Oh, it's a way of getting the, I do like, oh, how perverse. It's a way of getting the, achievement even if you're cooperative. Oh, here's Des. Damage. Missing a prefix that I've seen on others. Necrosis. In the end of all things, we all share the same fate. Oh, done. The Eye of Olsen? There's an achievement for here about discovering the secrets of Ron. Where would you even go for that? approve the ability there to vault the gap.
Can't do that yet.
Hmm. Okay. 32% have settled their debt with rigs. For some reason, they went so far as slay the Grand Magus and didn't settle their debt. I suppose you just be like, fuck you, and, you know, move on to next difficulty. One way of spiting him. 2. Temple City of Osir, Remnant of Corvin City, Basalt Crag, Valley of the Chosen. Okay, if I walk around here, I should find summon. There we go. Not sure where you even were. Mr. Harpin of Desert. Now 74. I just noticed this doesn't actually increase lightning damage. Like, it has a 33% chance of plus 225% lightning damage. And it converts physical to lightning, but like, see there, it is just a constant 75% cold damage. I'm just like, annoyed by that. Oh, I can tell. Good to see you're still in the fight, brother. Seems our efforts in the Blood Grove weren't enough to stop Father Kaiman and his band of zealots, so we found ourselves chasing him through this forsaken wasteland on his mad quest to resurrect the forgotten god. Father Kaiman is dead. Is he? How have you done this? Have you put an end to his madness? This is good news indeed. Report back to the masters of the Order. They'll be pleased to hear that our trust in you is well placed. The Order of Death's Vigil thanks you. Unfortunately, your Bork is also dead. Are you certain of this? The grip of death is slight upon a man such as our master. I saw him die. I'm not convinced. What you see is not always true what it is. Wouldn't our master rise legions from their dark slumber? I think long sleep cannot be an end to such a man. The long sleep cannot be an end to such a man. Look pretty dead to me. And unless he was lying to us as well, he wasn't doing the resurrective stuff anymore, because he had to sacrifice so many people for it. He's realized how horrible the thing that is. He's accepted his death. Forsaken Eldritch Toad. Yeah, this one's Forsaken, but the one in the Gabi camp wasn't. Forsaken ones seem more... No, they seem more scary. To be honest. So is leveling this up also actually increasing the area? No, it's not. At least not that level. Okay. Back into the game. Do it. Beautiful. Where the hell are these people? Ugly on. Griffin suck. Not sure why they care over there that I killed that guy, but sure. Oh. Sunward Spire. Slowed. Hater worked. Here I was thinking of going to bed. I'm in here now, I may as well finish it. But, my God. You know the achievement about the Secrets of Ran or whatever? This is Sunward's Spire. This might be connected. Ooh, let's do a totem. Eyes of the Reaper.
My inventory is full.
Jeez. Suppose this is inevitable. Corvex Rage Flame, Corvex Chosen. Wrench. God, the sheer amount of loots in here. Grab it. Okay, I'm gonna stop for now. BRB. Yeah, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us continue. Someone was sharing that weird scene from Black Panther 1. You know, where they all that one gorilla tribe starts shouting that guy down by making gorilla sounds at him. God, that was a weird scene.
I can't carry anymore.
There doesn't seem to be any lore entries in here. Alchemist's mantle.
My inventory is full. My inventory is full.
Oh well. Should have emptied my inventory. You know that's like surging sound for the when I was killing enemies there. Like there's like a music surge. What's that even meant to mean? You keep thinking like expecting an enemy to spawn or something to happen, you know? Nothing notable ever happens. It could just be, you know, random terraform kind of thing. So-and-so, Astros, the Sun Herald. Stand before the Eldritch Sun. Yeah. These robes are interwoven with stone powers from Korvek's many foes. Here, I stand before the Eldritch Sun. Here atop this sacred spire, I bear witness to a tragedy. The land's wounds weep with the blood of the divine, the scarred flesh marred by the wickedness of false gods from a bygone era. The devastation is almost too much to behold. So intimately was the land tied to its benefactor. If it's ever to be healed, the Eldritch Sun must be released. Each dawn brings us closer to our goals. Last night I beheld the wondrous ascension of our father. His screams echoed through the temple halls. He too now bears the burning scars. The burden our God carries are made lighter by his sacrifice. Others will soon follow, and I pray to the Sun that I am chosen next. May this flesh carry the will of Korvac. May my hands be made into weapons to carve a path for his return. As I stand atop the sacred spire, and the light of another dawn breaks through the twilight of night, I call to the heavens to grant me this honor. Korvac, hear my prayers. Grant me your flame, and I shall rend their foes unto ash. Astros, the Sun Herald. There's no chests, no nothing. So. Oh, actually, there's one thing I want to check before I go. I saw some post ages back. Ah. Okay. Alpine Barrens. Absolutely no benefit in me fighting these outside of chance of insanely low chance of like a legendary dropping or something. Enemies in their 40s here. Really? So some in their 50s too. But yeah, they added in a repair point over here. Arkovian dogs. Corrupted. Sadly, I can't gain any more rep against Palanai right now. I would have to grind a lot earlier if I wanted to. Do it. The scales strike balance. It is a strange sensation, or should I say, lack of it. To witness the world around me without tactile sensation. I hold a forkful to my mouth, yet the weight of the fork is non-existent in my hand. The act itself is just a gesture. Food offers no flavor anymore. In a way, that is a blessing, for the stench of decay no longer bothers me either. What remained of the putrid flesh upon my bones is all but rotted away, and with it rots away my mind. Putting pen to paper becomes increasingly difficult as my thoughts wander to emptiness. It is no longer that mystical silence of daydreaming where the mind explores its reaches, but the absolute absence of anything at all. That, I suppose, is the end to this curse. An eternity of emptiness awaits us all. Inside my home, the harbour is alight with the orange glow of massive flames. Judging by the shouts and noise, my countrymen have set themselves burning the ships. To what end, I cannot say. Perhaps the arson fills them with a small flicker of purpose in life. For me, I find solace in philosophy and parchment, for as long as my mind remains capable of it. For example, one may consider the curse which before lands to be the divine punishment handed down upon us for our hubris. I'm a skeptic, and I cannot deny the irony of undead condemning people hell-bent on exterminating necromancy. If the gods truly exist, then they have a sixth sense of humor and justice. The scales of Alchemy, it appears, have struck a balance in the end. Nafor, scholar of Arkovian. Your resolve is impressive, traveler. One may see a dead end, useful potential. Restoration of this bridge will be a boon to many travelers. Dropped that by mistake. So yeah, in a patch they added in this bridge point, and I guess this dock. Well, I never did this place before, and I was very thorough in my searching. Which also makes me wonder about the other points I missed over in the basin. Or was that something I should go check out? Because I was very thorough when I was doing this. So, it's just like, well, did I just miss stuff, or was stuff added in later? It's worth a look, but for now, I'm going to love you and leave you. So, till then, folks, I hope you've enjoyed. If there's anything like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below. But until then, love and peace, baby.